Okay, Treasure Tress, come and take a seat on the hot seat because we're going to be talking about what I feel is an ingenious marketing strategy for this box that you kindly sent me. So I'm going to talk about it just from a purely marketing perspective, right? And bit of backstory, I was sent this box, which I haven't opened yet. And I was made aware, first of all, about it because my peers, my friends were tagging me in on social media saying, thank you so much, Treasure Tress and UK Black Business Show for this gifting. And I was like, oh, what's this about? Anyway, so let me give the backstory. Treasure Tress and the UK Black Business Show have partnered to honor and celebrate 100 black men. So they gifted them this bad boy here, which I'm going to be opening with y'all in a minute. And I'm assuming it contains products, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, I want to just talk about this purely from a marketing point of view, right? So before we even get there, big up Raf, of course, founder of the UK Black Business Show, and Jamelia, who is the founder, and the product, I didn't really know too much about the products, to be fair, until now. So let's just talk about it from a marketing point of view. They sent this to everybody. Now, this is what I like to call precision marketing. What do I mean by precision marketing? Well, that is where you send it to people who are the exact people that you want not only to buy your product, but to market your product. So if you think about the 100 black men they chose to honor, these are the leaders in the market. These are the founders. These are the speakers. These are elite people, right, in the space in the UK in terms of the black UK space, right? So they were very precise with who they were sending these products to. And this isn't mass marketing, right? This isn't like, let's just send it to everybody. This is very, very particular. This isn't random, okay? So these are the leaders in the space. And then the next thing they did was they said, we're gonna let you try the product, right? They didn't say, we're gonna send you the box, and if you like it, can you promote it for us? They didn't do that. Instead, what they did was they let the product do the talking. So this was what I like to call a no pressure. I'm not asking you for anything, but if you like this bad boy, then what we'll do is you can talk about it. And because of relationships, and this is another key element, because of relationships, the product's good, the act is good, people are going to talk about it naturally, right? So even if you look at it from, they've sent this to 100 people, right? And 20% promote and talk about it. Let's look at that from what would it have cost them to pay me, to pay other people to promote it across their platforms? Thousands and thousands of pounds, right? And what does the product cost? I don't know. Let's call it £100. We'll soon see, right? So the genius in this is absolutely incredible. And let me say for the record, nobody paid me to talk or promote this. I'm just talking about this from the hustler point of view, the marketing point of view, because many people get this wrong. So many people slide in my DM saying, hey Byron, can you promote my product? I'm saying, yeah, of course, no problem. What does the budget look like? He goes, oh, we haven't got no budget. Well, you should just send that to me. If I like it, and if I'm rocking with you, your vibe, your energy, then you're like, okay. Then I'm like, oh, got some time today. Switch on the camera and talk about it. But many people don't do that. They just like, okay. And then they make a decision not to send it. Epic fail. Now, I understand that there is, you got to think about the budget side of it. I get that, right? Because the product costs money, but also you have to pay to play sometimes. So if you don't have the relationships, if you don't have the contacts, if you can't, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, right? And I like to call this borrowed trust, right? Because it's a very strategic collaboration. So whilst I'm not familiar with the brand, many others are with Treasure Tress. Am I saying it right? Treasure Tress, yeah? whilst I'm not familiar with the brand, I'm familiar with the UK Black Business Show. And by that, they get instant borrowed trust. So that partnership alone is like, okay, cool. We're familiar with this brand. We trust this brand. It's available to the masses. So, they must be a good brand. And when people started tagging me, and then I went to their socials, like, oh, cool. Christmas is coming. That might work for me. Can you deliver on the spot? Pitch it rich. Listen, if you are interested in entrepreneurship, if you are an entrepreneur, if you think you've got the pitching skills and you are highly competitive and you want to have some fun, go and check out our game, Pitch It Rich. You're gonna love it. The next thing is what I like to call is the network effect application, right? So this is where your peers, people that you already know, that you already trust, are tagging you in. So your network, essentially, or the people that you follow. So you guys must be following a whole bunch of people, right? So the people that you follow are promoting said brand. And what does that mean? Instant validation, right? And that's organic social growth. So imagine from the business point of view, they're getting all these new followers, but from your point of view, we're talking about a brand that you've thought about before. So that social proof is there. It's organic. It's peer validation, right? So for me, that network effect is vital, because now it's a brand that I automatically trust because my peers are talking about it, right? And let's talk about the next part of this strategy, is the timing. The timing was ingenious. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but they sent me this just before Christmas. So naturally, what's everybody going to do? They send it before Christmas, we hop online, we do an Instagram post, we do a LinkedIn post. I've already done a LinkedIn post on this actually, right? But I wasn't able to really have the conversation I wanted to have with you guys, which is why I'm doing YouTube, right? Because there's so many layers, right? So now timing is great. We're all scrambling around looking for Christmas gifts. But when it's Christmas, we act very emotionally, right? And we're just thinking gift driven, right? And I know many people will be spending more money on their Christmas gifts than they do in their bank account. That's just what it is. I see it time and time again, right? So we're gifting, we're looking for products. Genius. The timing is genius. So let me just say a few things really quickly, right? Because the influence beats volume all day long. Influence beats volume. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, we all talk about the experience. Now, let's look at this bad boy. I already know it's going to be packaged proper, right? Because I've seen people open it as well. But the experience beats asking. Now I've experienced it. I'm like, oh, cool. It beats asking. And the relationships beat ad spend, because now when there's a relationship with a said person or a community, you're going to get a better ROI than you will from ads. Ads it's going to spank you anyway. So that's some of my marketing breakdown. But let's talk about this actual product, right? Because when I saw it and I was like, I like the fact that I'm on this box. I don't know if there's 100 people on this thing. I don't think there's on this particular bit. But what I will say is this. When I saw myself here and I was feeling nice. I was like, yeah. But let's break this down now. The people on this packaging are top tier. So many of my friends, so many of my peers, so many people within my network. And I was like, yeah, I love this. Because you've got Debs, Coach Debs, you got Dean Forbes, you got Dr. True, you got, listen, don't get upset if I don't mention your name, yeah, because everybody's on this list. I know there's so many people, Sace, so many people in my networking group, community, or my community, Dr. Tunde, you got everybody, man. Like the who's who, the upper echelon of the Black community who are doing incredible things. Apologies if I didn't name your name. I see you here as well. Like you're my people. It's not that deep. But the other thing I'll say is when I saw this got E-Man here, you got Tim here, you got Dr. Tunde here, you got everybody's here. Anyway, when I saw this, I was like, I don't know enough people on this list. There's 100 people on this list who are the who's who somebody's gone to a great deal of work, research, and vetting to make sure that they are the right people on this list, right? And why do I only know maybe 30 of them? Albeit 30 is a big number, but why do I only know 30 people? Like, B, you got to level up. So I'm going to make it my mission to reach out to a bunch of people. I don't know when this is going to happen, because in between life, creating content for y'all, like, I don't know when I'm going to get a chance. But if you know me, you know I'm a networker. I love this. Like, I love this game. So, and it's just about building like genuine relationships with people. Like, you don't have to be their best friends, whatever, albeit there's many of my friends on this list. When I say friends, let's break down friendship, by the way, because I think sometimes people say, oh, that's my friend. Here's how I classify if you're my friend. If I would invite you to my birthday, you're my friend. How y'all feel about that? Right? So, and I don't do that much for my birthday, to be fair. So don't be offended if you haven't got an invite before. But look, so many incredible people. And I think the strategy behind this was ingenious because, and I don't know, what their motivations are. I'm not privy to that information. And I'm sure part of it was giving back to the community and showing you guys, hey, look, there are some really, really great people out there. I don't know what the reason was. Maybe one day we'll have an interview with them. I don't know. But I'm just talking about this from a marketing hustle, right? And I absolutely love it. So let's look at this bad boy. Okay. We got wash day delivery. Okay, cool. You ready? So we're met with a brochure, a leaflet. It includes what it has in the box. Okay, cool. So I got some shampoo, I got mask, I got balm, I got oil, I got scalp massager. Oh, YSL yourself. Oh, a little perfumery, yeah? QR code. Listen, success loves speed. I don't want to write the website down. I just want to scan, boop, go on the website. I'm assuming I can buy, right? And you've got, of course, the founders, Dr. Raphael, and you got Jamelia. So they're on here. Their socials are on here. It makes it easy for us. So when we're going like, oh, who do I tag? It's here. We haven't got to think about it. And then you've got the peoples on here on this list. Again, many, many more people. Maz, all my peoples are on here, man. So love this, first of all. And then we got the products. Okay. Let me just go to the YSL. Am I allowed to re-gift this? Let me know. Am I allowed to re-gift this? But yeah, the products look great. The branding looks great. So you know what? Pick up yourselves, man. Because this is what it's about. Doing things properly. We're not trying to cut corners. We're not trying to, this is proper marketing, right? So anyway, that's today's hot seat conversation. How do you plan on getting your products in the hands of the people that have influence and have distribution? Because if you think about this, how big is my audience if I decide to send this on my mailing list? If I decide to put it on all my digital platforms? Forget me. There's people on this list that have a way bigger following, way bigger communities. What influence is that having on them? So anyway, I doff my cap to you guys. Big up yourselves and make sure I'm on the list again next year.